This is your Diamond Insight for tonight of the second Scramble for Africa. This week, on the 25th of May, Africa commemorated and celebrated under a new COVID normal the Africa Freedom Day. As I watched the proceedings here in Zambia, both at the Freedom Statue and State House, names of our liberators came to mind. I remembered Thomas Sankara, Julius Mwalimu Nyerere, Nelson Madiba Mandela, Patrice Lumumba, Kwame Nkrumah, Robert Mugabe, Simon Mwanza Kapwepwe, Harry Mwanga Nkumbula, and still alive, Dr. Kenneth Kaunda. Soon my heart broke and tears rolled down my cheeks. Why was I crying, you may ask? It was in the same week of celebrating our freedom from slavery and bondage that stories of a new form of slavery were beginning to rear their ugly head. 56 years after independence, did Marcus Garvey ever think that a black Zambian would be chased out of a restaurant by Bamwisa? 56 years after independence, Harry Mwanga Nkumbula and Ruben Kamanga must be turning in their graves that Zambian employees are being locked up for 2 weeks without seeing their families and without any proper law being followed. Bob Marley once sang that freedom could only be attained once people emancipated themselves from mental slavery. Clearly, Africa may be free in its own facade, but a new colonialist era is in the making through the name called China, which has captured us. With over $120 billion pumped into Africa through the form of aid, the yokes of economic slavery are so tight on our necks, and we will live to choke our children's children. All this due to the leadership that is docile, greedy, and unpatriotic. If our ruling party in the PF understood the meaning of the word patriotic in the letter P of their party name, probably they would not tolerate this torture and abuse that our people are being put through. If Lusaka Province Minister Bowman Lusambo can boast of even abusing human rights by whipping people for patronizing and not wearing masks even if they cannot afford, we ask, where are you, Mr. Bowman Lusambo, on this matter? Shame. It was even more heartbreaking to see Mayor Miles Sampa being forced to apologize for doing something brave and right. Instead of supporting him, we are told he overstepped his jurisdiction. The Ministry of Labor has gone to sleep for a very long time in our country. Please, Madam Joyce Nondesimukoko, wake up and don't blame Miles for doing your job. Shame on the Ministry of Local Government for not being proactive and protective. We are at a time in our world where each country, even though involved in global trade and bilateral relations, is putting its citizens first in terms of opportunities, employment, and wealth creation. We are not calling for xenophobia nor racism. We are not an anti-China movement. We are only being patriotic, so we have nothing to apologize for. Even if we owe China millions of dollars, we plead to our government that we must beg with dignity. We appeal to President Lungu to speak out and take action on this abuse of Zambians with the same venom with which he refused the aid that is attached to gay rights. Zambia is for Zambians, full stop. We stand by our flag and fly high like our noble eagle. Foreign direct investment is very welcome into our country, but we need to strike a balance. Lastly, we want to make it extremely clear so that our opinion is not misunderstood that we strongly advocate for value and peace, including human dignity. We condemn the killing of 3 Chinese nationals in our country, and this act must be described as un-Zambian. We are a peace-loving people who value every life. Ours is not to incite, but demand for equality of the human race.